Hi guys, this is Dr. Hayek again, and today we will talk about the conformation of acyclic alkanes. It's important to know that conformations are different arrangements of atoms that are interconverted by rotation about single bonds. What do we mean by this is that a rotation is allowed around a sigma bond between two carbons, as you can see it in here. So the rotation, where we have the red labeled atom pointing up, now after rotation is going to be pointing down. Now we can give names for these two different conformations. We can say that this conformation we call it eclipsed, and this conformation we call it staggered. Now you can notice that in the eclipsed conformation, the CH bonds on one carbon are directly aligned with the CH bonds on the second carbon. However, in the staggered conformation, the CH bond on one carbon bisects the CH bond angle on the adjacent carbon. Now probably you can see it better in this conformation here, where if we are looking straight on one of the carbons, okay, so we can see that the dihedral angle between the two CH bonds on the two adjacent carbons is around 0 degree. However, for the staggered conformation, the dihedral angle between two CH bonds is 60 degrees. Now how can we draw this if we were to draw it on a paper? Now Newman, who is a scientist, he came up with a way of drawing eclipsed and staggered conformation. So now we will talk about Newman projection. So it's called projection because it's like projecting a 3D structure to a 2D plane. So Newman said that for a back carbon, we can just draw a circle. And for the front carbon, we can just designate it by a dot in the middle of the circle. So now the circle represents the back carbon and the dot represents the front carbon. Now for the bonds, we can simply draw the bonds as follows. So from the front carbon you can draw 3 bonds, 1, 2, and 3. Now if we were to draw the staggered conformation on the back carbon, we start from the circle. So we have 60 degree dihedral angle between each two bonds. So this would be the staggered. So this is the staggered conformation. Now drawing the eclipsed conformation, you can simply draw a circle, a dot in the middle of the circle. Then in a similar way, we can draw the bonds on the front carbon. And then for the bonds on the back carbon, we can simply draw 3 bonds with a dihedral angle of 0 degree. This is going to be the eclipsed conformation. Now it's important to mention that staggered is more stable than eclipsed, and this is due to the fact that electron-electron repulsion between bonds in the eclipsed conformation increases its energy compared with the staggered conformation, where the bond electrons are further apart. And this type of strain is called torsional strain. Okay, so now we will discuss in details the Newman projection of butane. So if we were to draw butane, we can draw it as CH3, CH2, CH2, and CH3. Now to draw the Newman projection of butane, we will be looking at the rotation around this bond in here. So therefore, if we look at this carbon, so this would be my I, and I will be looking at the rotation around this bond in here. And therefore, drawing the Newman projection of this molecule would be, I'll draw the back carbon, then the front carbon. Next, I'll draw the bonds. 1, 2, 3. So I will start from the eclipsed one. 1, 2, and 3. Now, for the substituents, I have CH3 on each and 2 hydrogens. So I will put the front one. Now for the first one, I will start with a 0 degree dihedral angle between 2 CH3s. So that's going to be the 0 degree conformation. Now what would happen if I have 60 degrees rotation? 60 degrees rotation. Then the Newman projection would be drawing the back carbon, the front carbon. Now when we rotate around the bond, only the bonds on the back carbon will change, so the bonds on the front carbon will remain the same, and therefore I will always have the same bonds on the front carbon, but on the back carbons the bonds angle will change, and therefore I will go from eclipsed to staggered. And now, so that's CH3. The CH3 now moved here. I have the 2 hydrogens on the front carbon and the 2 hydrogens on the back carbon. Now, the angle between these 2 CH3 is 60 degrees. So that's why this is going to be called the 60 degrees conformation. Another 60 degrees rotation would take me back to eclipsed conformation. So again, I'll draw the back carbon, the front bonds, and the back bonds. So I'll have the CH3, H, H, and now this CH3 moved here. So that's a CH3, H, and H. So the angle now between the CH3 and this CH3 is 120 degrees. If I rotate one more 60 degrees, I go back to staggered conformation. So that's now 1, 2, and 3. So I have CH3, H, H, and the CH3 is here now, and these are the 2 hydrogens, and this is the 180 degrees conformation. Another 60 degrees will take me back to eclipsed conformation again. So in a similar way, just to draw it quickly. And here we have a CH3 always, that it doesn't change place on the front carbon, the two hydrogens, and now the CH3 is here on the back carbon, and this is the 240 degrees. One more 60 degrees will take me to staggered conformation again. So I'll have always CH3 here, H, and then the CH3 now, and the CH3 now is here, H and H. And this is the 300 degrees. Now one more 60 degrees will take me back to the original one, which is the 0 degrees. So here you can simply see that we have 60 degrees in here, we have another 60 degrees in here, and these two are called gauche conformations. So that's gauche and that's gauche. And here I have 180 degrees, and this is called anti-conformation. This is where you have 180 degrees between the two substituents. Let's discuss now the energy diagram of butane. So if we indicate the energies of the different conformation as was discussed previously, so we have said that when the dihedral angle between two CH3s is 0 degree, this is the highest in energy, so I will just put a mark in here that that's the highest in energy. Then we said for two eclipsed, the two other eclipsed conformation, which is the angle is 120 degrees between two CH3, they have the same energy, and therefore I will put 2 marks in here. So I'll try that I will have the two same marks. And now we said that the 180 angle is the lowest in energy, so I will put 2 marks in here, 1 in here and 1 in here. Now for the other staggered gauche conformation, we said they are more energetic than 180 but less energetic than 120, so I'll put 2 marks in here. Now connecting these marks together, I will get an energy diagram that looks like this. On this energy diagram I have three eclipsed conformations, and you can see that they are the most energetic ones, and I have 3 staggered conformations, and they are lower in energy. You can also see that the anti is the least energetic. However, the gauche is more energetic than the anti.